Hi everyone, I hope this video finds you well. Wow, so I haven't done a video in a long time because, to be honest, after I did the video about belonging, I really welcomed that information back into my life, which often happens with these videos. I'll talk about something and then I'll really deeply go through and process what I've said again. And as I said, I've been stalking my shadow for a long time, but belonging came in and gave me a lot of experiences over the last month that really made me look at it again and how it is connected to some bad habits. So I realized that belonging for me is so strong at the moment that I not only need to prioritize finding that connection, but I also need to be very wary of how I find that connection. So because I was hungry for it, I ended up going into another cycle of drinking a bit too much and not keeping the balance within me, not keeping the self-care up. So now I'm talking to you going through detox again, this never-ending cycle it seems, and trying to rewire my habits and my thought processes around how to connect with myself and with others and with my tribe without those substances. But it takes a lot of undoing, a lot of unlearning, right? And as some of you know, I've put a post up about when I was in Bali for the past month. I ended up doing a 3-day intensive training with my mentor to become a shamanic practitioner or to do shamanic healing for people. That has called me for a long time, but I've been very hesitant, and I was still hesitant going in, to be fair, and there was a lot of resistance there, but I found the training transformational for sure, because as you're training, you're also getting the healings and going on the journeys and experiencing it firsthand. So that unlocked a whole new level of awareness for me and a whole new skill set that I can offer people. I'm still pretty new at it and I have to practice a lot, but it definitely makes a lot of sense for the type of work that I'm doing and the type of experience I've had within myself on my own healing journey. So I'm looking forward to sharing that soon, just as long as I can get some practice in with some people locally, which will be great. So anyway, thanks for tuning in again. And this will be the second video in the Shadow Values series. So I'd like to talk about a new shadow value. I hope you went okay with belonging. I hope it resonated in some way. For some people it's really big, for others not so much. For me it's been really big in all of my addictions, but this second shadow value has been almost bigger. So the second shadow value is rebelliousness. And when I think back through all of my addictions and everywhere I've been, rebelliousness has got me into a lot of trouble, right? And I'm not sure if it's because I grew up in Australia with a lot of rules and regulations. I went to quite a strict school as well, so that need to rebel really defined me maybe for over a decade. And it often draws me to habits that I don't find logically beneficial, and certainly things that I've definitely left behind. I can also see the connection with rebelliousness in the media for years and years, right? So rebelliousness was always associated with people that smoked, with people that drank, with people that did crazy things. So I think that's hardwired in a lot of us. I think we all can connect with an idea about being mischievous or naughty. When we're little, we learn our boundaries through being naughty and mischievous, and when we're adults, we really need that too. So I'll ask the questions again. If rebelliousness is taking you towards a disempowering habit, become aware of that and aware of that cycle, and see if you can attach rebelliousness to an empowering habit. So instead of getting your sense of rebellion from drinking, smoking, overeating, eating things that don't suit you, whatever the habit is, What if you could get rebelliousness from living off the grid, or from choosing a profession that challenges the status quo, or learning knowledge about ideas and concepts that can be confronting for people, and you can help them out with that knowledge? There's so many ways that we can actually be rebellious in a way that society doesn't want us to be, right? I've decided that drinking a lot of alcohol and smoking cigarettes, which is what I've done for so many years, is not actually rebellious, because it's exactly what the system is laying in front of me, right? Eating crappy food is also not rebellious, even though people feel naughty when they do it, because it's there to keep us subdued, to keep us unconscious, to keep us from evolving. It's there to de-evolve us. So how can we actually be rebellious? How can we get this shadow value? Because we crave it, we need to acknowledge that, but how do we get it out in an empowering way, something that empowers us individually? It's an interesting question, so I invite you to ask that of yourself, to talk about it with your friends and family, and just stalk rebelliousness for a week or two and see what comes up for you. Okay, thanks for listening, guys. See you soon.